Okay, I got a real hot take for you. Yuki Tsunoda not getting into Red Bull, that number 2 seeded Red Bull, is the best thing for his career. Now, I know that Yuki fans are freaking out. One of my good friends is a Yuki fan, and he's saying, put him in the seat now. Put him in the seat now. Here's the thing. That car is so twitchy right now. Max is struggling to drive it. And if Max can't drive it, there's probably only a few people on the grid that can. I don't care if it's Lawson, if it's Yuki. We've seen Gasly, we've seen Albon, we saw Perez last year. That car is so far over the edge that Red Bull has to start to correct it. Yuki going to that seat is almost a career ender, or it stalls people's careers for so long. Look at Gasly. Was in there for 6 months, got kicked back down, and then sat in RB for a couple of years before he had an opportunity to get out. Look at Albon. Was in there for a year and a half. When he got booted from that car, he sat out. He didn't have a seat the next year. He went as a reserve driver until he got back to Williams. He had to come back in a back marker car. Look at Sergio Perez. Was in the car for 4 years. He did help them win titles. 2023, that car was so good. In 24, he just fell off. And then now he's out of the sport. And I don't think anybody's going to be looking at him and trying to bring him back in. I don't think Cadillac is, and they would be the only people. If Yuki picks up that spot from Lawson, and there's a chance, you never know, Yuki's putting in some good performances right now. If Yuki can't control that car, if Red Bull haven't tweaked it to make it a little more drivable, teams are going to stop looking at Yuki. Now, Yuki stays at VCARB and continues to drive the way he is. There's no reason why a top midfield team, or maybe even a top 3 team, wouldn't want to take a shot at him. Now, his contract is up at the end of the year. There aren't a ton of seats open. Most of them are locked up through the end of next year. Bold prediction and thought that Fernando hangs it up this year and Yuki jumps into that Aston Martin with Adrian Newey there. Maybe. All I'm saying is if Yuki goes into that second Red Bull seat, I think it's a career ender for him. What are your thoughts?